The Red Sea project is located along Saudi Arabia's west coast, touching the waters of the Red Sea, a body of water famous for bright coral reefs and diverse marine life, stretching across approximately 28,000 square kilometers. This area encompasses desert landscapes, mountains, coastal plains, and more than 90 offshore islands. Given such varied terrain, the project seeks to offer a mix of water-based and land-based attractions, from snorkeling trips and beach resorts to desert excursions and cultural tours. This undertaking is part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan, aimed at reducing the country's dependence on oil. Tourism is a key part of this strategy, and the Red Sea project is designed to draw international visitors as well as local travelers. The master plan calls for a phased development, meaning that roads, airports, hotels, and other amenities are being built in stages, with the final goal of creating a fully integrated resort destination by and beyond the year 2030. Development of the Red Sea project is overseen by a company called the Red Sea Global, formerly the Red Sea Development Company. This organization is supported by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, which is the government's primary investment arm. Architects, engineers, and environmental specialists are working together to map out how each part of the area will be used. Some islands are intended for luxury resorts, while others may remain untouched to protect local wildlife habitats. A key promise from the development team is to build new infrastructure while preserving the environment. As part of their planning, they have assessed where coral reefs and fragile ecosystems are located and have set guidelines to keep them safe. Many building sites are strategically chosen to minimize disturbance, and protected zones are marked to limit visitor impact on delicate areas. The overall vision is to create a world-class tourism destination without harming the natural surroundings that make it special. One of the largest components of the Red Sea project is a new airport. This airport is designed mainly for tourists traveling to and from the resort areas, aiming to simplify flights from major international hubs as well as from other parts of Saudi Arabia. The airport's layout will likely include modern systems for check-in, security, and passenger services. Planners want to ensure that guests can move from the airport to their hotels quickly, setting the tone for a smooth travel experience. Apart from the airport, new roads are being built to connect the Red Sea coast with cities further inland. These roads will also help local communities by making it easier to transport goods and travel for work or family visits. Electricity, water treatment, and other utilities are part of the infrastructure upgrades, and the development team is exploring technologies such as solar power and advanced water desalination methods. By using such systems, they aim to reduce stress on local natural resources. Hospitality is a central focus. The Red Sea project plans to offer around 50 hotels once fully developed, although the exact number could grow or change. Ranging from high-end boutiques to family-oriented resorts, these establishments will be scattered across both island and mainland locations. Visitors can expect beach villas, overwater bungalows, and spa retreats, with each site meant to highlight different aspects of the Red Sea's natural beauty. Cultural programs, scuba diving, desert adventures, and wildlife tours are just a few of the activities that will be promoted once the resorts open. Even though this development is large, the Red Sea project's management insists they will protect the region's coral reefs, fish populations, and coastal habitats. Coral reefs in the Red Sea are of global importance because they are vibrant and home to many species. To safeguard these features, planners have identified zones where building is restricted. Furthermore, there may be limits on how many tourists can visit a particular island or reef area at once. On land, the developers are working with wildlife experts to study local animals, including birds, reptiles, and desert mammals. Tracking these species helps decide where visitors can venture and where they should not. Such guidelines may include banning vehicles on certain dunes to protect nesting grounds or restricting nighttime lighting to avoid disturbing animals that rely on dark skies. These measures are intended to balance tourism with a long-term commitment to preserving the environment. One of the main aims of the Red Sea project is to diversify Saudi Arabia's economy by developing tourism. This sector can create a wide range of jobs, from airport staff and hotel workers to tour guides, restaurant employees, and supply chain managers. Construction itself is already providing positions for engineers, architects, technicians, and skilled laborers. Once hotels and attractions open, the region is expected to see further growth in retail, leisure services, and cultural events. By offering various roles, the project can support skills development among local communities. Specialized training programs may be created to teach hospitality management, outdoor guiding, and marine conservation. This helps ensure that the workforce has the knowledge needed to run a high-standard tourism destination. With more visitors, local businesses, such as shops selling crafts or restaurants featuring traditional foods, may also find new opportunities to grow. Planning for the Red Sea project started around 2017, with initial surveys and feasibility studies. Construction of the early infrastructure, such as roads and an airport, followed a couple of years later. The first phase involves setting up essential support systems and opening a limited number of hotels. Once these core facilities prove successful, additional phases will roll out more resorts, leisure attractions, and visitor services. The entire project is slated to continue its development until and beyond 2030. By that time, the developers aim to have the majority of resorts and amenities up and running. Part of their marketing strategy involves promoting this region as a desirable travel destination to people in Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and beyond. Because Saudi Arabia is relatively new to mainstream international tourism, the project leaders see this as an opportunity to introduce travelers to the country's cultural heritage and natural assets. Architectural plans for the Red Sea project emphasize blending modern comforts with local influences. Some resort structures will take inspiration from regional culture, such as the shape of desert dunes or the gentle curve of Red Sea shorelines. Low-rise buildings and soft color palettes are common proposals, helping new developments merge with the surrounding landscapes. In some areas, overwater structures are designed to help guests connect with the marine environment without damaging coral reefs. Interior spaces may include traditional patterns and artwork that reflect the heritage of coastal communities in the Red Sea region. Moreover, architects are focusing on how to maximize natural light and ventilation to reduce energy consumption. Along with solar panels and energy-efficient appliances, these design elements are intended to help the resorts function smoothly in a desert climate while maintaining guest comfort. Managing such a large resort network across many islands and vast desert areas is a major logistical challenge. This is why the Red Sea project places considerable emphasis on technology. Smart systems could regulate guest bookings to prevent overcrowding at any single beach or reef, and online platforms might direct tourists to alternate locations when one spot hits its capacity. This helps ensure that visitors have positive experiences while protecting natural sites. Another area of focus is water production. The plan includes advanced desalination facilities that turn saltwater into fresh water for drinking and other uses. By pairing these systems with solar power or other renewable sources, the project intends to reduce the need for trucking in water or relying heavily on local groundwater. Monitoring wildlife through drones or tracking devices can also offer real-time insights on animal movements, allowing resort operators to adjust activities to avoid disturbing critical habitats. Despite the excitement surrounding the Red Sea project, it faces several challenges. Transporting construction materials to remote locations, including islands, can be difficult and expensive. Workers must also endure high temperatures and desert conditions, which require specialized equipment and thorough safety measures. Training and hiring a new workforce, particularly for high-skill or hospitality-focused jobs, will take time and resources. Environmental protection remains a central concern. Although plans are in place to monitor and maintain coral reefs, marine life, and desert ecosystems, the true impact of large-scale tourism may only become clear once hundreds of thousands of visitors arrive each year. It will be essential for resort managers to stick to strict guidelines, enforce visitor limits in fragile zones, and encourage respectful behavior among tourists, such as not touching corals or littering in the desert. As construction continues in phases, the Red Sea project will be closely watched by businesses, environmental groups, and travelers alike. If it meets its goals, Saudi Arabia could emerge as a new hub for luxury and adventure tourism, showcasing unique Red Sea islands, pristine beaches, and vast desert landscapes. Revenue from tourism could help fund more community projects, develop training programs for local residents, and support the region's economy in ways that go beyond oil exports. However, the project's success depends on managing each phase responsibly. Careful planning, consistent funding, and collaboration with experts in architecture, marine biology, and hospitality will all be required. Should the Red Sea project prove sustainable, it might serve as a model for other countries hoping to launch large-scale tourism developments in environmentally sensitive places.